Squad back with another video. I'm Recklezz.
I'm Chris.
So we got more on Michelle Obama and The View. I know y'all, I already know y'all gonna go get in the comments and say stuff about The View and all, but it's a video. Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta watch. Somebody gotta, you know what I'm saying, look into it. Make sure y'all go check out Doug Exile in the description box down below. Let's get a video.
Well, thank you all for watching. The beloved Ms. Tenaple has been reading your comments saying, my shirt looks like a Star Trek uniform, Captain Kirk. And another friend, Neil Johnson, says, I look like I'm in a prison jumpsuit. So thank you guys for that. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where all the happy patriots are. But let's go into someone very unhappy. Not just the ladies of The View who are terrified, but Michelle Obama herself is interviewed on a new podcast and just spelling fear-mongering and which is good news because they all know Trump is winning.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama visited Jay Shetty's On Purpose podcast and shared her biggest concern about the 2024 election and whether people realize what...
It wasn't all about it was about more to it, because I seen on TikTok that it was a video of her. It was on TikTok or YouTube. But it was a video of her doing a podcast, and she was talking about how she's seen too much in a White House, and the movie that they, was producing or whatever stuff. She was just saying, I can't talk too much, and I know too much, and blah blah. So I seen that part of that podcast. That's love crying. I don't know why. My dad is in there. I don't think he's a real big expert on Love is different. If y'all don't know, y'all new to the channel. Love is our daughter, our newborn, and she's infant, newborn infant. Because it wasn't that long ago. She was born in September, so it wasn't that long ago. But she's different. She only really deal with her mama. But
what's at stake? Take a look.
Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting?
I think the best reason why Democrats aren't voting is because you're not running, Michelle. And she gives no hint about if she's going to run or not in this terrifying interview. No, that makes me happy to know that she's not running. I want you guys to keep running Biden. Just throw him in a wheelbarrow, roll him out there. He won't know where he is. Go ahead and run him again. He'll be easier to beat.
Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up.
Does Viagra keep you up?
What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen.
She can't say exactly what she's terrified.
Wild. The fact that he said that, you whispered that too. That is wild. People ain't gonna let that go.
They're really only afraid of Trump winning, which is the one thing I'm really looking forward to.
Because our leaders matter. The fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God, does government do everything for us?
Government does everything for you. You didn't build that, as Barack Obama said, taking credit for everything businesses do. Government does everything for us. That's Michelle's vision. That's what Democrats think of the government. It's ridiculous.
And we cannot take this democracy for granted.
And no, it's not a democracy, it's a republic. You can't take the republic for granted. Democracy, who cares?
And careful with polling, but Joe Biden is about where Jimmy Carter was before he didn't win re-election.
Yes, more wins announced.
I think she's saying something important. The one thing we all agree on at this table is that Donald Trump is a
Y'all know it's clips that's on the View, and it's different clips, and as soon as they say something, everybody clap. I'm confused on why they didn't clap right there. You know what I mean? When she said that.
I think she's saying something important.
Yes.
Biden is about where Jimmy Carter was before he didn't win re-election.
Yes.
He didn't win.
More wins announced.
I think she's saying something important. The one thing we all agree on at this table is that Donald Trump is a threat to the future of this country.
He's a threat to the future of your Marxist vision of the future. He's a threat to your leftist takeover of our lives.
Let me put this, man. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. If it wasn't so many Trump supporters and so many people that is, you know, behind Trump, what if some were to happen and Biden was to be reelected, you know, and something, you know, some was to, I'm trying to watch my words, something were to happen in that sort.
Yeah.
Then what are they gonna say? You know what? Like it's just that. Like that's what bothers me, because it's so many people that literally say, "Oh yeah, I think he's and there's people that's behind, you know, Biden, and people that's behind these other people. What are they not seeing? And what are they seeing? You know what I mean? Into these people, you know, I don't know. It's a little weird. I think threat is a
making us
little
not
extreme.
use gas stoves, of jailing people for J6 for having free speech, of taking candidates' names off a ballot like Trump in Colorado and Maine, of you excusing rich kids' school loans just to buy their votes.
And if we get to a place where he's the nominee, there's a non-zero chance he beats Joe Biden, and this great American experiment can kind of fall apart. So I think she's rightly ringing alarm bells.
Now they're doing the full-blown terror campaign of if Trump wins, the democracy falls apart. They've already announced that it's over. Democrats have no interest in the Constitution. They call it living, breathing. They don't even believe in the words. They destroyed America 40 years ago.
But we talked about this theme of when he first started running, it was, I'm saving the soul of the country. And I think it really resonated.
Biden.
This theme of I'm saving this country's democracy. I don't know that that is resonating as much with young voters. I don't think it's resonating as much with voters that feel that their station in life is not what it should be.
I agree with Sunny as she rips on Biden, saying that he's running to defend democracy. So therefore, I'm telling Biden, keep doing it. Good idea. I'm glad you're doing that, you guys. Don't change that course. Keep running on democracy again.
And I'm also echoing her concerns about education and voter engagement, because she said I am hyper-focused on this lack of voter engagement. And that's where I am. I mean,
the people act like these voters can actually be brought back into the fold if you just manipulate them enough, if you just sweet talk them enough. How about your voters are not engaged because they despise your candidates and they don't like what Biden did for the last 3 years after voting for him last time? They learned a lesson going, I better stay out. It's not going to help voting for this guy.
They have to understand, these kids, is that we've never had a sociopath running for president in this country before.
or who was president.
I like how she corrects Joy there. She goes, we've never had a sociopath. And then Sunny Hostin goes, other than the last time when Trump was in office in 2016, we had a sociopath. And Joy forgot, like, well, if he was a big sociopath, how did we survive with the lowest black unemployment since the 1950s?
Well,
We
you know
never
what?
had
That's
that
what I'm
before.
saying. Like what?
So they can't back up.
What? Exactly.
I'm not thinking.
Exactly. And my thing is like, why is, you know, that's actually makes me proud that you know what I'm saying? You know it.
Yeah.
It's because it's annoying. Like I don't see how, and I'm sorry for interrupting y'all. I just don't see how. Where was all of this when he was, you know, in office? Where was all the negativity and all of the? I feel like things were cool, and that's what I
for the most part, yeah.
You know
This
what
is
scares
something
me
new.
more than anything is the fact that we live in a world where cheating is possible.
And now get ready for the big one. Now they're pulling out the big guns.
They just be
Cheating
talking.
is coming to 2024. When Trump wins, Whoopi and all y'all Democrats coming out and going,
But they talking about cheating. They gotta eat what they say. From last year of everything that I was reacting to, y'all, who was cheating? What do we see? What do we see out of the what do you call it? The ballots and the like. Think about that, y'all. Like
going, there was cheating at the ballot box.
Yep.
I called it years
crazy.
ago. We're going to wait
Crazy.
for it. And of course, will they get their channels
This
destroyed for saying that? No, they're going to get a raise and a promotion.
And I'm not worried about what the
Lying.
voters are going to do. Yeah. I'm worried about people like Elise Stefanik, who says, I may not certify the election.
So Whoopi's calling out Elise Stefanik, who is only repeating what 20 other Democrats have said.
10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified.
Is the objection in writing and signed not only by the member of the House of Representatives, but also by a senator?
It is in writing, Mr. President.
Is it signed by a senator?
Not as of yet, Mr. President.
In that case, the objection cannot be entertained.
Even more than that, since the year 2000, that they would not certify the election. They were looking for an alternate.
Mr. President, I object to the certificate from the state of Georgia on the grounds that the electoral votes were
No
not...
debate.
You had major actors and political figures say it. So suddenly,
I have an objection to the electoral votes.
The objection is in writing, and I don't care that it is not signed by a member of the Senate. I do not wish to debate. I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter
There
of
is no
objection?
debate.
so Whoopi suddenly makes it sound like Elise Stefanik made up the idea. No, Democrats have used it more than Republicans.
And that's what they do. I feel like it's more of talking instead of them doing their research when they get on that show.
Yeah, they just don't know.
It's to feed people lies.
Yeah.
And get into people's heads like, oh yeah, this is
Especially if they don't know anything else.
Exactly. You know how people they'd be like there's something to go on or something. Say a situation that went on. Say this situation. And it'll be months after that. And somebody make up a lie about that. Try to get in your head.
Yeah.
You in your mind, a person that don't really do research, that's gonna be in their head.
They already gonna know, yeah.
Oh, this is, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what that is. They ain't gonna go back and like saying, let me look this up and see if this is. No, that's gonna be in their head, especially
Already,
somebody that's not
they don't
into
know,
political
everything
things.
else.
Ever did. Get educated.
I don't know what to do and how to convince people that when people like Stefanik say, I'm not going to certify it, and then other folks who are elected officials say, well, I'm not going to certify it either. I don't know.
And Whoopi's acting like it's brand new. What is brand new is we've never had a presidential candidate's name taken off the ballot. Now that is brand new by your party. She's not worried about it.
I don't know what that does to our democracy. So democracy for me is at stake because everything that I know that is tied to it is questionable now because of the way people are doing stuff.
They're already prepping you for their big argument they're going to roll out.
This ain't even that. And one thing that I dislike, like from seeing, the View is, I see, parts of it, but I grew to know that I don't like when people feed people lies and try to get in their head like, oh yeah, this is. No, just do your research. It's right there in front of you. And I feel like it's just one of those things. Let me know your comments down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Make sure y'all go check out Doug X out in the description box down below. Other videos y'all want to check out, make sure y'all just hit my socials in the description box down below. Definitely appreciate y'all though. Much love. Catch y'all next one.